Hey, how's everybody doing? What's up? Today's video, I want us to talk about validation and getting acceptance and being insecure about yourself. The number one thing I would tell you guys out there, those who are going through self-esteem issues, is to don't rely on anybody to make you happy. Do not do that. Rely on yourself. Invest in yourself. Get some hobbies. I pretty much said some of the similar. If you watch my other video, I said some stuff that were similar, but I realized that the average person on social media is narcissistic. You know, for me, I make these videos to inform you, to help you grow as an individual, because we have a lot of people out here who don't know. So my thing is, you don't need to be validated by anybody. You know, be your own critic and be your own promoter as far as positivity and as far as success. Don't rely on nobody. Everybody be their own man or woman. Um, you know, you don't need to be on social media trying to get likes, trying to get approval, because if you feel ugly or, you don't feel pretty enough, you don't need to live up to that. You are beautiful. You know, whether you are a man, woman, we are all beautiful people, and you don't need to be validated. You know, you don't need to. Why do you need validation? Do you have a missing gap? Were you raised without a father? Were you raised without a mother? No one showed you emotional support or affection? And if that's the case, um just continue to seek positivity. Continue to be around people who will empower you. But see, the whole form of empowerment is not to always make you feel good. That's the key. How is somebody? This is a form of empowerment. Is giving you the advice to grow and also um, in a way that is suitable for yourself. I'll be honest with you. I've had times where I went off on people because they couldn't understand me, but that was ignorant of me. I was dumb. I wasn't aware. Now I understand that I had to convey information to how people will receive it, because a lot of people they don't receive everything the same way. And the greatest thing in life is overcoming those challenges and those hurdles, which is, people will doubt you, people will tell you you're this, and they'll stigmatize you, try to label you, oh, he's this. You overcome those obstacles by just keep working. Don't stop. People will write you off when you're low. I've had that myself. I'm writing myself. I'm writing my life. I don't have to prove anybody wrong, because ultimately human beings are shifty, they fluctuate, and you don't have time for that. Nobody does. You don't have time for that. Keep moving. Keep going to school. If you're going to school, keep working. You know, and that's all you can do. Continue to build. Continue to elevate. If you feel like you can't push yourself, listen to motivational videos. Come online, make YouTube videos. Don't be selfish and keep knowledge to yourself. Spread it so everybody knows. You want to teach the next woman or the next man how to grow. I think the world will be a better place if we all stop being narcissistic. Do not be a narcissist. You don't need to. At the end of the day, we're all human. And if that's the facts, then why are we trying to be better than everybody? You know? I'm no better than anybody. Myself. And I'm just being honest. I like to work hard. I want that success, just like how you want it. And if you didn't want it, you wouldn't be watching this video. If you try, the reason you are watching my video is probably because you are a narcissist. You have an egotistical nature, and you trying to deal with it. Cause I have it. I had it. You know, you gotta get rid of that stuff. It's not about you. The world is bigger than your ideology. There's too much. There's too much variety out here for the world to just work through your lens, through your viewpoint. There's too much knowledge out here for the world to just be through your belief system. That wouldn't make any sense. That's not logical thinking. That's narcissistic. You know, be open minded. Don't close yourself off. Don't close off opportunities. Broaden your horizon, broaden your perspective. You know, and if people want to they want to reject you, don't go back to them. Continue doing what you're doing. Sometimes you have to, go through those periods of life in solitude. Go on your own. If you got to go on your own, if you have to go on that journey alone, then do it. But guess what? The destination will be beneficial because you weathered the storm. To be honest with you, I love people, man. I love inspiring people. And that's what I'm gonna do. But how many of you guys have been feeling insecure about yourself, going on social media, or trying to give off a facade to impress? You don't need to do that. First impressions aren't everything. You know, if you want somebody and they can't accept you for being yourself, and they don't want to enhance your thinking or better you with better opportunities, then they're not for you. They want to usually people gravitate towards you to use you in some instances. And you can't let that happen. You know? Learn how to gain leadership. If you can't gain leadership, look I'll look up online just on how to be a leader. But lead yourself. Because no one will show you the truth. No one will show you that journey. You have to go seek it for yourself. You have to want it. You have to have that desire. You have to impel yourself to make your goals more accessible. I'm a college student just like you guys. Or, if you're an adult, you probably been through it. If you're way older than me. So, again, don't be afraid to be alone. But at the same time, don't be too prideful and ignorant and naive and reject somebody because they said something you didn't like. Validate that. Is it valid? Don't get caught in your feelings because they said something that hurts your feelings. Is it true? And if it is, then that person cares about you. Remember that people who really care about you, they'll tell you the truth, give you that constructive criticism, and also give you a solution to that problem. Too many young men around here being over emotional and can't handle the truth because psychologically they had the mindset of a woman. It was raised by women. I used to have a friend like that. I had to move on from that. That wasn't healthy for me. I'm not used to being around that. Yet I actually thought that I could change a grown man. And I realized, 14 months later, it hit me that I can't do that. People are wrapped up in their normalcy, their way of life. They won't be able to see through and understand that. Just like for me, I was raised a certain way. So if someone comes at me who's raised differently, we're both going to clash. That's just human nature. Unless you're open-minded. You got to be real open-minded to coexist peacefully with someone who's different from you. You got to be open-minded. Myopic individuals can't see throughout their ideology. They can't see throughout their ideology. And that's why they won't ever grow. You know, the whole concept of um networking and all that other stuff is good to benefit you in the career field, but don't go out of your way to people please. You don't have to do that. Don't put people on pedestals. It's not worth it. Guy or woman. Don't put that guy on a pedestal. He ain't worth it. Don't put that woman on a pedestal. She ain't worth it. Stay on your own. Continue to work hard. Continue to get a career. Continue to build for yourself. And if people doubt you, forget them. You know, that only should add more. That should only create a more of a instantaneous result for yourself. It should make you want to push yourself even harder. You know, don't get me wrong, because you know I try to block out noise, but at the same time, if it's valid criticism, I will take it in because I already know that that's how I am. If someone said, "Hey, you do this wrong," and they said it in a way you didn't like it, but it was true, you got to get over that. You know, you know, me growing up with my, you know, stepfather and whatnot, you know, he said a lot of things, you know, that I didn't like, hurt my feelings and stuff. But, you know, as a child, I grew from that. I knew that it wasn't always about your feelings. I knew that it was about understanding what you did wrong. Because when you get into the workplace, you gonna have a bossy ass manager. You're gonna have that manager that's gonna go off on you. But you can't react to the tone all the time. You gotta react. You gotta listen to the message. You know, part of being a good listener is not responding to how it was said. A lot of people are overwhelmed by that. A lot of people can't handle certain things that are it's too profound for them. And part of being a good messenger, on the other hand, you know, and I'm learning, is you have to convey the information to where the person, you have to gauge an individual and see if they can tolerate it, if it's too bearable for them or whatnot. But yeah, you know, don't go on social media posing your body trying to get likes. That's a sign of insecurity. Look at yourself. Be real with yourself. Do you have a nice body? If it's no, then you need to go to the gym. It's just that simple. You know, I feel it's sorry. It's pathetic how people can just go on social media and expect people to give them likes. They got to brag about stuff just to get attention. You know, we have to stop doing that. But that's just me. If you don't agree with me, then you don't agree with me. It's all good. But that's just my opinion. Here's my thoughts on not being validated, staying strong, and going your own route. Staying focused. Making yourself build to success. Peace.